I'm better when things are going really well, because then I can operate more naturally. And again, this is kind of woo-woo, but like when we did the episode on energy, I am a lower energy. So that means when I'm already a lower energy than you are, so when things are going wrong, it's even more brutal.
Everything's going to be all right. You just got to get back into action. Everything's going to be all right. You got this. That's the record playing in the back of my head. I don't know what your record is, but mine is, you got this. You can do it. We can do this. We got this. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to find a way to win. That is my mindset.
Next Level Nation, welcome back to another episode of Next Level University, where we help you level up your life, your love, your health, and your wealth. Today, for episode number 1840, a common mistake when it comes to problem solving. I had a breakthrough one time, and I felt like it was the most profound thing ever. And then I came on here, and we did an episode on it. This was a while ago. I don't know how long ago it was. But it was essentially, are you problem-focused or are you solution-focused? And I am somebody who, unfortunately, naturally was problem-focused. When I had a problem, I would focus on the problem, not the solution.
Sounds productive.
It was not very productive at all. And I've worked diligently on trying to shift that and pivot that. But I would get caught in the mindset of, well, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't do that. Well, I'm not going to be able to do this, I can't do this. Instead of, what can I do? And again, I know that sounds overly simplistic, bumper sticker self-improvement, but I think that is one of the fundamentals of progress, is when you're driving down the highway, you get a flat tire, pull over to the side of the road. A conversation or a thought process in your head has to start. Maybe I can't drive to the nearest gas station. Maybe I don't know how to change a tire. What can I do? Well, I've been paying AAA, so I could call AAA. I could call my mom. I could call my dad. I could call my partner. I could call my sister. I could call my brother. In that situation, you're not just going to sit there and say, well, I can't change my tire. Let's wait here to die. Most likely not going to happen. But you're going to say, okay, well, what can I do? I think that's a silly but accurate example of something that would be more beneficial for all of us when it comes to problem solving 101.
So as the long-term listeners know, I love film. So I have a reference to a film that Kevin probably has not seen.
Here we go.
Tends to happen a lot on the Next Level University podcast. There's a film called The Edge. Have you seen it, Kevin?
I believe The Edge. Is Tom Cruise in it?
No, you're thinking Edge of Tomorrow.
It is the edge of something, but no.
It is.
Never. I haven't seen either of them, but I know Tom Cruise is in one of them.
Thank you for that anecdote.
You're welcome.
Of usefulness.
Wait, is Sylvester Stallone in it?
No.
That's Over the Edge.
There's a lot of Edge movies. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to tell the story now.
Please.
So there's a movie called The Edge, and Anthony Hopkins is in it, and I honestly don't know the other actors.
Great.
Hold on. I do know one of them. Alec Baldwin is in it. Alec Baldwin and Anthony Hopkins. Okay. They're in Alaska, and they're flying one of those little planes that, Kev, you'd never fly in, ever.
Never.
One that a goose could take it out, basically. Never. Okay, so spoiler alert, by the way, if you've never seen the film. I enjoyed it. A lot of great nature. Alaska's beautiful. Okay. They hit geese, and the plane goes down into a lake. Anthony Hopkins' character is known as the super intelligent, older gentleman, billionaire who loves books and is an intellectual. And he goes to the other characters when they're building a fire, and one of the characters is freaking out, as understandable. They're in the middle of Alaska, probably going to die, freaking out. And Anthony Hopkins' character says, why do people die in the woods? And Alec Baldwin's character says, I don't know, Charles. Why? And kind of rolling his eyes because he's always
a little sassy of him.
Yeah, he was. Charles, why do people die in the woods? Just tell me already, right? And he says, they die of shame. I said, they die of shame, Charles. He said, yeah. What I could have done, what I should have done, how did I get myself in this position? I wish, instead of doing the one thing that could have saved him. And Alex's character goes, okay, what's the one thing that could have saved him? He said, they think. And he proceeds to take a paper clip, rub it on a belt buckle, and then put it on a belt buckle, put it in the water and on a leaf, and rub it on silk or something like that magnetizes it as a compass. And then they know which way to go. And so anyways, I think that's a really cool little anecdote that shares you have time, effort, and money in this life. And where you put your time and effort is going to determine your success or failure in whatever endeavors are meaningful to you. If you're putting time and effort into complaining, you and I just talked, and I talked to you about how I want you to share your frustrations more. I don't want you to share your frustrations because I like to complain and moan and groan. I want you to share your frustrations because I want to transform those frustrations into transformation. Frustration is an emotion that comes as a byproduct of not meeting a standard. And if there's something that's frustrating you, Kev, there's a way to improve it. Spend a small percentage on the problem, a large percentage on the solution. Don't focus on what you can't do. Focus on what you can do. And every time, life is nothing more or less than a series of problems. Problems are coming at us all the time. Oh, I got a sore throat. Interesting. Okay, what can I do? All right, let's get the care package. Let's go to Walmart. Let's get NyQuil and DayQuil. Let's figure out what works, what doesn't work. One of our team members, Ron, shout out to Ron, she suggested something called Benadine that I can gargle with that helps sore throats. Boom, 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 resourcefulness. Life is going to throw a ton of problems your way. It's going to be problem after problem after problem. I know it's depressing, but it's the truth. How quickly you go from problem to solution, how quickly you go to what can I do? What can we do about this? Is a game changer. And honestly, I do think people in this metaphor die of shame where they get, oh, poor me, and how did I get myself into this? And, oh, I should have done X, Y, or Z. And I do think there's value in feeling that pain. But then how quickly can you take that pain and turn it into positive action? That's a game changer.
I think a big piece of it's self-belief. Because you have to believe you're capable of doing it. You have to believe that you're capable of saying, okay, well, this is where I am. These are the things that I can do to get myself out of this. And the understanding that most likely, maybe not most likely, you can't rely on somebody else coming and doing it for you. And I know that's a heavy realization. You can ask for help, of course. I'm a huge proponent of that. Please ask for help. But it's going to be a rare occurrence where somebody just comes and fixes all of your problems for you.
It's not, yeah.
Especially as you get older. 35 years of age now. I'm not 18 anymore. It's different. There's nobody. The problems have to get solved, and there's nobody else to solve them. In our household, it's Taryn and I. So we're going to solve those problems together, or they're not going to get solved. That's the
or you call a mechanic, or you call a plumber, or you call, right? Most businesses are people helping people solve problems.
So if you make that decision, that's your way of solving the problem.
Yeah,
but exactly. That still requires
But it still requires you to pick up the phone, you to Google it, you to research. Yeah,
it's hard. Being an adult is hard. It's challenging work. I miss the old days.
Less responsibility was easier.
It was different.
Way different.
I remember I used to want to do the dishes. It's like, Mom, Mima, let me try. Let me do the dishes. And they're like, why do you want to do the dishes? And I was like, I don't know. I want to do them. Then, later in life, when I was in probably my early 30s, I remember I texted Mima and I said, hey, thank you for doing the dishes for the entire length of my childhood. Because now it's and we didn't have a dishwasher. So she used to do the dishes by hand every single day. There was never a dirty dish in the sink, ever. Ever. Shout out to Mima for that. All right. Question for you. What percentage So we have 100% time, effort, energy, focus, whatever, the resources that you have as well, are put into the problem versus the solution. What's the percentage?
I would say a percentage. I don't think any are put into the problem itself. I would say 1%. I'm definitely not perfect in this. I would say, I'm gonna be playful. If anyone has kids in the room, earmuffs. I would say I bitch and moan for a good 3%.
And that's just like venting about it.
Yeah, just
like, this sucks.
This sucks, and I just need to bitch about it for a second.
Okay.
And then I would say the next 20%, let's say, would be identifying the root cause of the problem. Do I know why this happened? So, okay, in the edge, we probably should not have forgotten our cell phones. We probably should have told someone where we were going. We probably should have we probably should have looked out for geese better or whatever. So identify what caused this. This was reckless. I made a poor choice. I shouldn't have done this. Okay. But if you stay there too long, now you're going to get demoralized and do nothing. So why did this happen? So the first 3% is bitch and moan. The next 20% is, why did this happen? Okay, I'm exhausted. I've been spread too thin. I'm not getting great sleep. I'm waking up in the middle of the night. I'm working 80-hour weeks. That's why I got a sore throat. Okay, what am I going to do about it? Okay, not only am I going to get Benadine, and I have right here, I have emergency vitamin C. I've been doing a lot of vitamin C. And NyQuil, DayQuil, whatever you guys want to do. But I'm also going to solve the issue on the system level too. And so the rest of it is solution oriented. And then I would break it into micro and macro. So the micro solution is go get the care package, get the Vicks Vapor Rub, get the whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the macro solution is recognize when I'm redlining sooner. Stop waking up at 3 a.m. and working for an hour before you go back to bed. That. Sleep through the night as much as you possibly can. Also, eat more micronutrients. I had been eating less micros. Emilia eats her salads every night. I've been skipping salad. I've been skipping my salad. And by the time you get the consequence, sometimes it's too late. The ball's already rolling down the hill. So real quick, 3% bitch and moan.
3%.
20% identify the root cause of what happened and why 20%. It happened.
Okay, we're at 23, 77 remaining.
Okay. Wait, what? Yeah, nice. Now divide that in half, which is what? You're looking at 37 and a half? 38 and a half?
38 and a half.
Yeah. 38 and a half.
Yeah.
I think. That is the micro solution. What are you going to do right now that's going to make this better? Take immediate action. And then the other one is high level. What are you going to change in general? Update your operating system in general. Update your belief systems in general. So one of ours on the system level is we're always going to have a care package ready. We're always going to...
What does this care package consist of?
Cough drops, emergency, NyQuil, DayQuil, Benadine, all the Vicks Vapor Rub, everything. We need a med kit, little med kit for just in case we... And then also it's the change of season too. So next change from summer to fall, we're going to be more careful with putting the heat on 70 at night to make sure that we're not freezing at night. Because that was part of it too.
70?
Yeah.
Is freezing?
No. 70 is good.
Oh, okay.
70 is good. We weren't using the heat.
Sometimes I wonder about you and your...
The nights get cold quick.
No, I exist as a human.
England.
I understand. I live in the same place you do, son. I'm even further north than you are. I know.
I
understand.
I'm just saying. But you also like it freezing cold.
I am upset if it's not, yeah.
That's my point.
It helps me with sleep.
65
No,
degrees
69. 69 degrees.
Oh, okay.
69 degrees. If it was up to me, it would be colder. But I have a wife who doesn't want to freeze in her sleep.
I'm with her on that.
What advice would you give to someone who is feeling like they're stuck in a problem right now? Next Level Nation, what is happening? If you've thought to yourself, I want to try coaching, but you don't really know where to start, group coaching would be a wonderful place for you. That's really why we created it in the first place. We start a new round every 90 days. So if you're hearing this, go to the website, nextleveluniverse.com, and we have the landing page where you can actually hold your spot right now. Even if there's a group going on right now, you can still lock your spot for the next one. The biggest thing that we've seen is as we get closer and closer to the date, unfortunately, some people end up missing. The group fills up and they can't do it, and then they end up regretting that. So please head over to the website. The link will be in the show notes, and we would love to see you there.
The quicker you get into action, the better. What can you do? What can you do right now? The quicker you get into action, the better you're going to feel. The person grinding and growing toward their goals and dreams, toward solving their problems consistently, toward betterment, toward constructing a bigger, better future will always be the envy of the person sitting around feeling sorry for themselves. And I would ask you the same question, brother, because I think lately it's been a lot of me. I want to hear from you because
We did an entire episode about me, son.
Yeah, it's true. But still, I do go from problem to action, I think, fairly quickly. I want to know...
Very quickly.
I want to know what you struggle with in this.
I am not great at it. We did an episode similar to this, I think. One way your emotions sabotage you. This is kind of the antidote to that. One way your emotions sabotage you is when you're not feeling good, you don't want to do good. So when you feel stuck, there's less resistance to staying stuck than there is to going and doing the thing that's going to get you unstuck. And for me, it just has to be that conscious. Here's the thing. You're not going to get unstuck right now. It's not like you're going to go from feeling stuck to having the most momentum you ever had in the course of a couple days. But you can start doing the inputs that'll take you there. And I think those inputs feel really good. You can feel some momentum moving in the right direction.
Have you rewired toward meaningful progress being what you tie your self-esteem to?
More than ever. It's still not my natural. I still have to remind myself of that. I still have to sit with that and say, Kev, is this just a bad week? And maybe you're not doing some stuff that you did last week that were inputs, so you just feel like you don't have momentum when in reality nothing has really changed in the grand scheme of things right now, but eventually.
You know what else helps me too is the sky's not falling.
Yeah.
That helps me. Everything's going to be all right. You just got to get back into action. Everything's going to be all right. You got this. That's the record playing in the back of my head. I don't know what your record is, but mine is you got this. You can do it. We can do this. We got this. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to find a way to win. That is my mindset. And I think and that's okay. I'm grateful we're having this dialogue. When I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kev, genuinely, I want to hold humility in this. I'm watching the time. We got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I think your tendency when things get heavy is to go R&R.
I want to.
Yeah, it's almost like the go-to for you is the comfort. So when I'm uncertain, go seek comfort, and then after I'm rested, then I go.
It's because I'm already so outside of my comfort zone that it doesn't seem productive. Productive isn't the right word. It's just way, way, way harder to do the things.
Is it because of your state? Sometimes when you feel like crap, it's hard to do well too. So it might be your physical state as well.
I think it's physical and mental state. Yeah, it's constricting. I don't think you get constricted. I think it opens you up. When stuff's hitting the fan, I think you like it. We joke about it, but I just think you get ignited. I don't. I get bogged down. I operate really well in a nice, the right area of abundance. You operate really well in the right area of scarcity. And I just think the area of scarcity that you operate from is just a very, very... You're good when everything is going horribly wrong. You're better when things are going horribly wrong than when they are going really well. I would say. I'm better when things are going really well. because then I can operate more naturally. And again, this is kind of woo-woo, but like when we did the episode on energy, I am a lower energy. So that means when I'm already a lower energy than you are, so when things are going wrong, it's even more brutal. For you, you're a high energy, so I think when things are going well, it's almost like it's too easy for you. Because you already have so much, you're already so energetic. It's like, I need to make this game a little bit harder.
Yeah. It's the challenge skills sweet spot. We used to talk about the target of comfort zone and then learning zone and then anxiety zone. I think my learning zone is very different than yours.
Of course, makes sense.
Yeah.
I think they're all different. All of them.
Everyone. And
right?
It depends on the circumstance. I mean, we had a plumbing challenge. I was out of my comfort zone immediately. I don't have any idea what to do, but I can call someone to help.
We were joking about sleep. Alan was like, "Yeah, man, I got a 65. I'm dragging ass," and I was like, "I have no empathy. I do, but for me, that's whatever, man.
It is all relative, man.
I'll roll with a 40. The Next Level Live, 2024. No, 2020. Yeah, 2023. I think I got a 25 sleep score. A 25 sleep score, and then proceeded to have one of the longest, most stressful days ever. I was like, yeah, it is what it is. What are we going to do?
I don't operate well on that. And again, it's all relative. You don't... I know we got to jump. My timer just went off, but we did an episode where we talked about your energy levels. And one of my clients resonated with your energy level. But he wants to be a peak performer, and he wants results that are a byproduct of high energy levels. How do you do? I remember when you did.
Get a coach. I'm telling you.
He does do unbelievable with,
that
he's on fire.
I think when people say that person's a natural leader, they're high energy, I'm guessing. I'm not a natural leader. You should lead the team. I shouldn't. I was talking to Matt the other day. I was like, Matt, you're a natural leader. You're a better leader. I won't say you're a better leader than me to Matt. You're more naturally predisposed to being a leader than I am. I'm a good number 2. I'm good to have on the team because people will like me, and I'll make them laugh. And when things are super serious, I'll crack a joke at the right time, and we'll break it up a little bit. But I'm not the person that's going to rally the troops. That's just not who I am. I need someone to do that. It takes
so much effort and energy to do that. It takes so much. And when you don't have it, it feels like the worst thing in the world. When I talked about the elbows on my knees, looking at the floor moment, those happen.
Same.
When you say I love it, I find a way out of the depths, and then I love it. I love being in momentum. I love being in action. I love meaningful progress, and I do love growth. So for me... But that's one interesting thing, too. We'll end with this, or I will anyways. Anyone out there watching or listening, you have a comfort zone, a learning zone, and an anxiety zone in every single area. Mm. Maybe a 20-person team for you would be no way, no how, no... Maybe that would be easy. There's someone out there who their walking pace is your all-out sprint. And there's something you do where your walking pace is their all-out sprint. Yeah. You used to do 20 podcasts, other podcasts, in a week, not including ours. So that's 28. What's your record
for 14? I was scheduled for 14 this week.
Nice. What's your record for podcasts in a given week?
20. I think the most I ever did was either 28 or 29, I think, in a week.
I remember when Amy on the team started doing podcasts, she said, "Wow, I'm garbage." And I said, "You're not garbage. I understand, and I'm not going to take that from you. If you think you're garbage, you're garbage. That's fine. I understand. Like, I think I'm garbage. But just understand, you're comparing to Kevin and I. We've been doing podcasts forever, for so long. I mean, of course you're going to think you're garbage. We make it look easy. Dude, can you imagine doing 28 podcast episodes in the first week you ever podcast?
Absolutely not. No.
What would happen?
I wouldn't make it through them all. No way. I'd quit somewhere.
You'd be crying on the floor.
Yeah, I probably
in a fetal position. That's what I
Or
think people they overestimate or underestimate. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, or I would just love it so much that I would do them, but it doesn't mean I'd be good at them.
Yeah.
I might just do them and be like, "This is amazing," but I wouldn't be good. I'd be terrible. All of those shows would regret me for sure.
So what's each of our takeaway?
Boy, I think you gotta find. If you're not naturally the person who's like, all right, let's get up and do it, you got to have someone in your corner that is, because that's going to be extremely helpful. Somebody has to set the pace. And the last thing you want is the pace to be set by the scarcity of you not doing this stuff. It's like, well, I really have to do this, or I'm going to lose blank, 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 blank. Get somebody in your corner that says, well, if you do this, you're going to gain blank, 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 blank. That's my takeaway.
Nice.
Good luck.
Mine would be try to get out of that first 3%. I was playful with the I need to bitch and moan every now and then. I'm telling you, it's never more than 3%. It's not. Every now and then it is 3%, and I apologize to Amelia when she's but I think you got to express, you got to get it out. Frustration's a thing. I've punched the ceiling of my car before. I haven't done that in many years, but you got to get it out. However, don't stay there long. Get back into constructive action, because nothing else is going to make it better. Yeah.
Next Level Nation, I have finally gotten my Dreamliner. And I say finally because for some reason when Alan buys them, it takes longer. When I was on Amazon, it said it would be shipped to me in 2 days, but Alan has it's a whole thing. But
it's called author copies. You got an author copy.
Yes. Well, it's the best, and I'm super excited. And I already started filling stuff out. I'm going to start on October 1st, so I have the 90 days. Bada bing, bada boom. We're going to be off to the races. I like to start fresh. If you are looking to make Q4 the most consistent, aligned 90 days of your entire life, please purchase the Next Level Dreamliner. The team is using it. We've gotten a lot of good feedback. Gwen in the community. There's a bunch of people that have said a lot of really, really good things about it. So we'll have the link in the show notes. There's Alan's. It's on Amazon, and it will help you literally every day. Top 3 gratitudes, top 3 most important tasks, most important win, most important improvement, next level lesson. Did you check off your habits? A little question to help keep you guided. It's a good amount, but not something that's going to be impossible for you to do every day. It's not an entire novel every day. 10, 15 minutes, part of the morning routine, boom, off to the races. We'll have the link in the show notes.
I tracked it earlier today for the first time, actually. I had 10 minutes before I needed to get in the shower in order to not be late to my first meeting, and I got it done in 7 minutes.
Nice.
So 7 minutes a day. And I filled the whole thing out too, and I answered the question. So it's 7 minutes, and I'm a slow writer. Okay. Also, if you want to crush Q4 with us, join us on this journey. Next Level Group Coaching, 90 days Mario Kart booster toward your goals and dreams. 10 like-minded individuals. This is our 16th group. This will be our 4th year in a row doing group coaching. It is the most valuable thing for the lowest price point that we offer. Please, please, please check it out. The link will be in the show notes. Use the promo code NLUListener, spelled just like it sounds, NLUListener, for 30% off. Comes to $96 per month, which with 12 sessions comes to less than $25 per session. You will never get more valuable, more affordable coaching than that.
I'm in. I would sign up if I wasn't part of it. If I wasn't,
well, you are.
If I wasn't,
it's already on your calendar, sir.
Okay, well, I'll be there then. I'll be there. Awesome. I'm invited. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. Grateful for each and every one of you. And at NLU, we don't have fans. We have family. We will talk to you all tomorrow.
Keep after it.